A debate is a war of words, a war of ideas. In classes 11 and 12, in the 10 pointers, you are either going to have a debate or a speech or a factual description, a report, which is a magazine report, or a newspaper report, or uh, an article. So let us first deal with debates. Debates, as I said, is a war of ideas. So you'll be given a motion of the house. That means there's a particular idea in which the house believes, and you are supposed to speak either for the motion or against the motion. In the first paragraph, it is the introductory paragraph. So you'll just introduce the topic and the stand that you're taking. Say, for an example, the topic is girls are fit for the army. So you will write that respected chairman, sir, respected principal, madam, jury members, respected teachers, my worthy opponents, and my dear friends. Today I stand before you to speak for the motion of the House, which is that girls are fit for the army. Then there will be two more paragraphs in which you will support your ideas. And finally, in the last paragraph, you will bring it to a complete conclusion. So it is very important to remember that in the second paragraph, you will write the ideas, develop the ideas in the second paragraph, and in the final paragraph, you are going to take it to a final conclusion. And at the end, you will obviously write thank you. Now, because you do not know, as in what happens in a normal debate, people know what their opponents are saying. And if you're the first speaker, you get a chance to rebuttal at the very end. Means that you get a chance to go back and refute the logic of the opponents. But here you don't know, so you have to assume, you have to guess what your opponents might say, and have to negate the ideas, refute the ideas, attack the ideas, demolish the ideas, and put forward your ideas. So it is better to remember three things. A, paragraph number 1 is the introductory thing, where you introduce yourself, the topic, and the stand that you're taking, and you address the people who are around you, the dignitaries, the opponents, and the audience. Paragraph number 2, you will say through your writings, what your opponents are saying. Assume means guess, obviously. What your opponents are saying or might say, and negate those ideas and demolish those ideas. And finally, in the third paragraph, the ideas that you demolished, you will provide counter ideas and your own ideas and take it to a wonderful conclusion. 150 to 200 words. It is better to range between 180 to 200. It is wonderful if you can range between 195 to 200. You don't obviously count everything that you write in a board examination or a final examination, because in that way you'll be losing precious moments. But you have to guess how many words you have written. The lines you have written, the average number of words, multiply it, guess it, and then you have done it. Very important for debate that you must be a good reader of newspapers. Accepted that you will not read it every day. Read it on Sundays. Buy a Sunday newspaper, read it. Once you develop the addiction, get deep into it, read it every day. And the icing of the cake will be if you can start reading books. Read whatever you want to read. Like my mother used to make me read, like those tongas as well, which where you put things, small paper bags, using newspapers. So she used to make me read that as well. So start developing reading habits. In that way, you will never be in a dearth of ideas. And once you don't have a dearth of ideas, you are proper, confident with your English, the words that you're using, the vocabulary that you're using, the language that you're using. In the days and times to come, you will find that the other subjects also become like drinking a glass of water, because you will not have to memorize to mug up. You can just understand the points and develop your own sentences, your own paragraphs, your own answers. Happy going. God bless.